In this session, I'd like to talk with you a little bit about managing projects. Now, we're very fortunate with App Inventor being connected to our Google account in that everything that we do is automatically saved to that Google account. So whenever you come in to whenever you want to use App Inventor on any machine, you can log in with your Google account and have access to all of your projects. What I'd like to talk about, though, is ways that we can share these projects. So it's important for us to be able to export our work so that, for example, you can submit it so that I can look at your code for review for this class. So I need to be able to see your source code. I need to be able to see the layout that you've created and the blocks that you've created. I don't want to see a complete polished app. I want to see the source code, the origination, the work that you've done. And to do that, we go through a process called exporting. And I'm sure that at some point you're going to want to see some code that I've written and compare your code to my code. So you want to be able to import a project into your workspace as well. So we need to be able to send those files back and forth. And App Inventor does this in a file format called .aia. We'll see. And it's a pretty simple process. You could probably figure it out on your own, but again, I just want to show it to you, just so we're all on the same page and we don't have any problems when it comes time to submitting your work. The other thing I want to point out is that we've been running these apps on our devices or in the emulator, but they're not really distributed, right? They're not really, I have to go through that AI companion in order to run them. So I want to show you how we can take a project and build it and actually install that app on your device. Or ultimately, how you want to distribute that app to the App Store, for example. Okay, so let's take a look at those three ideas. First thing we're going to do is export a project. Again, I want to be able to see your layout and your blocks. To do this, we're going to go up to the project menu, and there it is. It's right there, Export Projects. It's grayed out. Okay, so what we have to do is we have to make sure that we're actually in the project view. So under project, I selected my projects. And from here, then I can select a project to export. And now I can export this project. And it's going to give me an AIA file. You see it's going to download it there. And I can show where this file was saved. It was saved to my downloads folder. There it is, Hello App Inventor, AIA. It looks like it's a web file, is the way my computer is interpreting it. Chrome looks like it wants to open it. If I try and open it in Chrome, it's not going to behave nicely, though, so don't worry about that. But anyway, once I've saved this file, this AIA file, that's what I want you to send to me. So when I ask you to submit your homework, this is the file that you need to include in your submission. Okay? And importing these things is very easy as well. Also from the project view, I can import any AIA from my computer. I choose a file. I happen to have a whole bunch of them out here. Dice. If I want to import that, I can say OK. And now it's going to give me that project. And here we go. I've got a Dice app. We'll be actually developing this one later on in the class, so I won't show you too much. Okay. So that's importing and exporting. That's a way we can share our work. And it's pretty easy to do. Okay, so let me go back to my projects. I'm going to look at the Hello App Inventor one more time. Okay. And like I said in my introduction, this app exists and it runs on the AI2 companion, but it doesn't run as an actual app by itself. I can't, without being connected, launch this app. To do that, we need to go through a build process. If I build this, it's going to give me two options. I can either save the APK. APK is the format that the app comes in. When you download an app from the Play Store, it comes to you as an APK file. So I can save that directly to my computer, and then with it on my computer, I can do whatever I want with it. I can put it on a website and other people can download it, or I can upload it to the Play Store and people can download it. But if I just want to install it on my machine, I can say, go ahead and give me a QR code for this. It's going to give me a few seconds here to build it. It's creating the file. And when it's all done, it gives me this nice QR code and lets me use my phone to scan this and download this. Now, on my phone, I happen to have a QR code reader. It's called QR Droid. You'll notice we use these QR codes quite a bit in transferring information back and forth between App Inventor. It might be worthwhile to go and download this QR Droid just so you have it. I can go into scan mode, and I can actually scan this QR code. It went by kind of fast there, but what it did was it said it started a download for me. And if I look up here in my system tray, my notification tray, it tells me there's my download. And if I tap that, it's going to give me the option to install. And so I can go ahead and install that. Okay, and now it's installed. I can open it up. And there's the app running natively. And how do I know this is different from the AI2 Companion? If I go out to my list of apps, there it is, Hello App Inventor. It's got its own icon on the screen there. Okay. The next question I know most of you are asking is, how do I change that ugly icon? How would I do that? That's the appearance of something, isn't it? Actually, the screen, if I go to the screen properties over here, there, I've got an icon. And right now, none is set, so it's going to use that default App Inventor icon. But I can load any JPEG or PNG file that I want to use as an icon, and it will use it for me. All right. Now, this is really important because I know someone's going to do this. We might get these things confused when we are getting ready to submit our homework. I need to make sure that you send me an AIA file that's been exported. If you build your project and send me the APK file, I could see your app running on my phone, on my device, but I can't see what you actually did. So I won't be able to help you out with tracking down any problems you may be having. So again, make sure when you send your work in, you send me the AIA file that's been exported, not the APK file that's been built. If you happen to send the wrong one, I'll probably just send it back and say, hey, I need the AIA file, please send me that one. Not a big deal, but it'll just delay things a little bit. All right.